Welcome to our YouTube channel. I got my sous chef Rory. And today we're gonna do something new. I got this cookbook for my wife for her birthday. Mandy Salads, maybe you heard of it. And we're gonna try out the Sopranos Salad. It just seemed different, and I'm a huge fan of the Sopranos TV show. And it seemed like something that would be interesting to be veganized, because Sopranos obviously love their deli meat. So we got some vegan deli meat, and we're gonna give it the old college try. To start things off here, we are going to start with the dressing so we can clear some of this counter space off. All right. Well, the recipe says to put it in a blender, but I've been around the block a few times, and our blender isn't really the best at when there's not a lot of stuff in it. Which I feel like if I'm not making like 2 cups of dressing, there won't be enough. So I'm gonna real quickly flip to page 163, which I don't love in a cookbook when they say like, oh, here's a recipe, but you're gonna need to flip to page 20 for this and page 90 for this. But it's not so bad, it's just the one thing with the Red Wine Vinny. And yeah, right off the top, we're already out of luck because we don't have any red wine vinegar. So I am going to use a combination of apple cider vinegar and balsamic. And to make this true to a recipe, I'm actually gonna be measuring stuff. We'll see how long that lasts, but because I just guarantee that my wife will want some of this dressing for like later on or whatnot. So I'm gonna go with 2 tablespoons of apple cider and 2 tablespoons of balsamic. And then we're gonna go in with a tablespoon of oregano, which seems like a lot, but don't shoot the sheriff, you know? And then we got vegan mayonnaise. I've already gone off the script of the measuring. I haven't even gotten the measuring cups wet. That looks like 2/3 of a cup, or it's 2/4 of a cup. That looks perfect. I'm gonna omit the olive oil, and I'm just gonna try it without the olive oil to see. Okay, so it turns out we're gonna use a little bit of olive oil just to kind of thicken it up a bit. And also the blender probably emulsifies things really well. Okay, so I must be tired or something because I forgot the garlic. I'm gonna actually end up adding this to a blender because I love making my life complicated. And I don't really want to like mince up this garlic, even though I have a microplane right beside me. It's just so much easier just to grate it all or blend it all up. I'm gonna go with 2 cloves because I'm worried that these are pretty big. I'm worried that 4 is, I don't want to be like, you know, anti-garlic, but like I am worried that 4 might be a bit much. All right, there's the dressing, all whizzed up. And put these back. Yeah, 2 garlic cloves was definitely the right call. Okay, off to a good start here, Mandy. You're gonna put these vinegars away, and then we can get on to the rest. The rest of it is really just like slicing and dicing some vegetables. Oh wow, look at that. I do regret to inform you that I bought non-pitted olives, which is too bad, I guess. You know, I wish I got sliced olives just for a little bit of ease, but you do what you can, I guess. So I like to start by washing my lettuce first when I'm approaching a salad. I did buy this, which is, it says right here, no need to wash, so we're good on that. But this also has, what I've noticed about this book is she uses lots of different lettuces, which I like. Radicchio is one that I really, really don't like, but I have an open mind, so I'm gonna just roll the dice with this one. For the sake of the video here, I'm actually just going to make up a portion for myself. It is gonna have a nice purple color to the salad, so I'll give it that. If you were like, you know, didn't have a lot of time, you could totally wash all these lettuces together. But you know, what's the fun in that? And this video would be 3 seconds long if I did that. So I've heard this is good grilled, but it's just so bitter. And then we're gonna go in with the iceberg. I do like to buy organic iceberg whenever I can because I just find, like, I don't know, lettuces in general, they have such a short lifespan. I don't want I don't really love the idea of someone spraying chemicals on my lettuce to extend the shelf life of the lettuce. And then I ingest that into my body. I don't know. Lettuce is just so delicate. And we're gonna go with 1/4 of this. And then in the salad spinner there, you could save this radicchio for whatever you like. Give this a wash and I'll be right back. Okay, and now we can get to preparing the world's largest red onion. But I'm going to use what I want and then I'm gonna pickle the rest. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, so we just cut both the root and the stem off there. I'm going to slice them like this. The thinner, the better, because we're eating these raw. You could use a mandolin if you wanted to, or you can go slow, like this. But the quicker that you move this hand, the thicker the slices, and the slower you move that hand, the thinner the slices. Because this says 1 thin sliced red onion. That's like a lot, right? So I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna do maybe this much for me. Go all in here. What to do is I like to break everything up. If you get ones like this where the core is very clearly attached to the onion still, just take that off. And then we're gonna go in with a big pinch of salt. And you're gonna use that salt, kind of like if you've ever made sauerkraut. Use that salt and you're going to just kind of work that in. And then you can get whatever vinegar you like. I'm doing, this is seasoned rice vinegar. A few tablespoons. You don't really want to go crazy with this. And that has, I like seasoned because it already has sugar in it. And it's already gotten quite a bit softer. But if you were to put this in the fridge, cover it in a container, it'll start to get nice and pink. Okay, so we got the banana peppers here. I haven't actually bought store-bought banana peppers in so long. And I don't even remember why I have these, because my in-laws, my mother-in-law makes these every year and they're just so flavorful. We got about 1/4 cup of those. And then we got our kalamata olives. This only calls for 7, which I'm pretty grateful for because I don't want to sit here and pit, 25 olives. And my favorite way to pit an olive is just to push down. You hold it upright like this and you just push down. But I feel like this Sopranos salad is like the original, like that grinder sandwich salad, which is like the chopped grinder. I feel like this is just that, but like way ahead of its time. Okay, these are my least favorite fruit, tomatoes. Hard to open when you got wet hands. Okay, how many tomatoes does it call for, Rory? 7. Oh, the same amount as olives. Okay, I'm gonna cut these in half. Okay, and then we got bocconcini, which, spoiler alert, I don't eat that. So instead, I got this nuts for cheese. It's pretty good. It's really creamy. I mean, it's really good. I don't know why I said pretty good, but I have had bocconcini before, and it's definitely not the same as bocconcini. But I think what the point of this is that she's looking for like a creamy element, and this will definitely cover that. Okay, and then we got our capicola sausage, which is pretty random, but which I've never had. But this is salami flavored veggie slices. You cannot judge a book by its cover when you see these. They definitely don't look like capicola, but they're really good. And they're made with not a lot of different ingredients for those haters out there. I really like them. Another Canadian brand. Dice that up. And we're almost ready to go, big feller. Hey, big feller. They specifically said in their equipment list that you only need a couple things, and one of them is a stainless steel bowl. So we're gonna go in with the iceberg lettuce, radicchio, pocket of red onion, the hot peppers, olives, cherry tomatoes, capicola, bocconcini. I'm gonna go in with the potato chips. I was a little worried about these because it's just so random, and I just know that if you were to meal prep this or something, it would end up, the chips would get soggy, so you wouldn't obviously do that, but this is looking pretty put together here. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I don't know how this serves one person. It's wild. See, look at these, already gone slightly pink. Forgot about those guys. This is my Soprano salad. That's my sous chef Rory. I'm Fraser. Thanks so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one.